Feeling overwhelmed by health concerns, struggling with sleep or weight management? You're not alone. Let's journey together through Emily Dickinson's poignant poem, 1287. Let's reflect on the control that we possess over our health. In this short life that only lasts an hour, how much, how little is within our power? Despite common feelings of powerlessness, we wield significant influence over our well-being through our daily choices. It can be as simple as altering the order in which we eat foods. Hi there, I'm Teresa Potter, a retired biochemist, chemistry teacher, athlete, and certified aromatherapist, and founder of Heirloom Apothecary. Join me on this channel as we blend ancient wisdom with cutting-edge science. We've already explored the importance of sleep, the first pillar of wellness, in our past 5 videos. Now, let's delve into the second pillar, metabolic health. Together, we'll uncover its profound effect on our overall well-being, from health and sleep to weight management. Let's empower ourselves to make positive changes and become masters of our own well-being. It can be as simple as altering the order in which we eat food. Join me on this transformative series of videos exploring metabolic health. Today, we will explore 3 points. What is metabolic health? Second, glucose 101. And third, how can I get off that glucose roller coaster? Metabolic health refers to the overall health of your metabolism, which is the process through which your body converts food and drink into energy. Good metabolic health means that your body efficiently regulates processes like digestion, energy production, and storage of nutrients. Key components of metabolic health include 1, glucose or blood sugar control, 2, cholesterol levels, 3, blood pressure, 4, body weight and fat distribution, 5, insulin sensitivity, and finally 6, inflammation levels. Glucose levels influence every other component of metabolic health. Understanding how glucose works in the body is crucial for making strategic choices to support metabolic health. In point 3 of this video, we will explore the easiest and most influential choice you can make without even changing what you eat. The truth is that small intentional changes can make a significant difference on our metabolic health and help us maintain a healthy weight, all while reducing the risk of developing chronic diseases. When you eat food containing carbohydrates, your body breaks down the carbohydrates into a simple sugar called glucose. Glucose then enters your bloodstream. When the amount of glucose in your blood starts to rise, it sends a signal to your pancreas to release a hormone called insulin. Insulin's job is to act like a key to unlock the doors of different cells in your body. This allows glucose to leave the bloodstream and enter the cells to be used for energy or be stored for later use. Specifically, it is used for energy production. This is when glucose enters a cell and undergoes a series of chemical reactions that produces ATP, a molecule that stores and releases energy for cellular activities. This is what keeps us alive. It is also used for brain function. Glucose is the primary fuel for your brain. Neurons rely heavily on glucose for energy to support cognitive functions, memory, and overall brain health. It is also essential for muscle function. Glucose provides energy for muscle contraction and movement during exercise or physical activity. Muscles use glucose as fuel to sustain performance. Storage. Excess glucose that is not immediately needed for energy is stored in the liver and muscles as glycogen. When blood glucose levels drop, Glycogen is broken down into glucose and released into the bloodstream to maintain stable blood sugar levels. Fat storage. If there is an excess of glucose beyond the body's immediate energy needs and glycogen storage capacity, it can be converted into fat and stored in adipose tissue for future use. The goal is to maintain a steady supply of glucose for energy while preventing excessive fluctuations in blood sugar levels. Why do we need to maintain a steady supply of glucose? Because glucose spikes makes us sick. When we have regular glucose spikes, we increasingly become more insulin resistant and inch our way up to type 2 diabetes and the host of complications that will result, such as nerve, kidney, heart, and eye damage. In fact, an increasing number of researchers have suggested that Alzheimer's be categorized as type 3 diabetes. This underscores the link between blood sugar levels and memory and cognitive pathology. Since glucose spikes makes us sick, it's important to understand the anatomy of a glucose spike. A healthy glucose or blood sugar curve has minor fluctuations between a rather narrow minimum and maximum throughout the day. This is illustrated in green on this graph. Glucose or blood sugar increases when we eat and decreases over time as our cells take in glucose to function. Excess glucose is stored in our muscles as glycogen. Once our muscles are full, the excess glucose is stored as fat. A glucose spike, illustrated on the graph in dark pink lines, refers to a rapid and temporary increase in blood glucose levels after consuming carbohydrates, particularly those that are quickly digested and absorbed by the body. This causes a rapid glucose spike and rapid drop. This rapid drop activates the craving center in the brain, then stimulates hunger hormones. The dotted dark pink curves represent repeated glucose spikes that occur about every 90 minutes when you eat carbohydrates that spike your glucose. Do you find yourself wanting a sweet something about every 90 minutes? This is why. Cravings are not you having no willpower. They are driven by a stimulation of the craving center in your brain that stimulates the hunger hormone. Yes, you really are hungry. While you cannot control cravings, you can control whether your craving center is stimulated by what and how you eat. In fact, you can tell if you are having glucose spikes even without a monitor. This is how. Do you ever have cravings? Do you always feel hungry? Do you have weight gain, anxiety, depression, headaches, dizziness, memory issues, fatigue, confusion, irritability, shaking, sweating, PMS or excessive menopause symptoms, infertility through PCOS, chronic fatigue syndrome? While there can be other contributing factors, these are all signs and consequences of glucose spikes that can aggravate and even bring on symptoms of chronic diseases. Glucose spikes can occur for several reasons, including consuming high glycemic index foods. These are foods that are quickly digested and cause a rapid increase in the blood sugar levels. These include sugary foods, refined grains, and processed snacks. Almost everything that comes out of a box or a wrapper. Glucose spikes can also occur because of large carbohydrate-rich meals. Eating large meals, especially those high in carbohydrates, can overwhelm the body's ability to regulate blood sugar levels, leading to glucose spikes. Another cause of glucose spikes is lack of physical activity. Physical activity helps the body utilize glucose for energy, so a sedentary lifestyle can contribute to glucose spikes. Yes, glucose makes us sick. In point 3, you will learn how to minimize blood sugar or glucose spikes by simply changing the order in which you eat the foods without even changing what you eat. To tone down the speed at which glucose is delivered to our bodies and promote better metabolic health, it is essential to pay attention not only to what we eat, but also to how we eat it. Following a simple formula for every meal can help us achieve this goal. Fiber first. Eat those veggies first. Fiber helps slow down the absorption of glucose in the small intestine by forming a mesh-like barrier, which delays the release of glucose into the bloodstream. This can help prevent rapid spikes in the blood sugar levels and contribute to better blood sugar control. It is also the best prebiotic, which feeds the good bacteria in our intestine. By starting your meal with vegetables, you're more likely to consume fewer calories overall as they take up space in your stomach and help curb your appetite. This can be particularly helpful for weight management and prevent overeating. Next, eat protein and fat. Incorporating protein-rich foods into your meal not only provides essential amino acids for muscle repair and growth, but it also helps regulate blood sugar levels. Protein takes longer to digest compared to carbohydrates, which means it stays in the stomach for a longer period, slowing down the digestion and absorption of other nutrients, including glucose. Additionally, protein stimulates the release of hormones that promote satiety, helping you feel full and satisfied for longer after a meal. Including healthy fats in your meal can also slow down the absorption of glucose and promote satiety. Like protein, fats take longer to digest and help stabilize blood sugar levels by slowing down the emptying of the stomach. Additionally, fats play a crucial role in the production of hormones that regulate appetite and energy balance. Opt for sources of healthy fats such as avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish like salmon. Third, eat carbohydrates last. By consuming carbohydrates towards the end of your meal, you allow the protein, fiber, and healthy fats from earlier in the meal to slow down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates. This can help prevent rapid spikes in blood sugar levels that may occur when carbohydrates are consumed on their own or in large quantities. Doing so provides a steady supply of glucose to fuel your body and brain without causing sharp fluctuations in blood sugar level. And fourth, movement after a meal. Go for a walk, or if that's not an option, do calf raises while sitting at the table for about 10 minutes while you are finishing the dinner conversation. When I was a kid, it was common to see families going for a walk after dinner. Why was this practice effective? Well, the soleus muscles in your calf don't store glucose as glycogen, so it has to get its glucose directly from the blood. This consumes the excess blood glucose. So pump those calves after dinner, go for a walk, or do some seated calf raises while watching TV. Follow this simple formula for every meal by prioritizing fiber, protein, and healthy fats at the beginning of your meal, and carbohydrates last. You're more likely to consume a nutrient-dense and filling meal that keeps you satisfied for longer, reducing the likelihood of overeating or snacking between meals, and reducing cravings for high-calorie sugar foods. This can support your efforts to maintain a healthy weight and reduce developing chronic disease. This principle of eating fiber, then protein and fats before carbohydrate is truly a simple hack that is easy to adopt. You don't have to change any foods that you are currently eating. Just the order in which you eat them is effective. I invite you to try this week and see if you notice a difference in your cravings and snacking. Then join me next week for the second video in this metabolic series as we further drill down into glucose metabolism and simple hacks that make all the difference to help you maintain a steady energy level throughout the day, reduce cravings, and help you achieve your healthy weight goals and reduce the risk of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and other metabolic disorders. Your support means everything to me, so please show me some love by hitting that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Please leave a comment below with topics you'd like me to cover, and share some of those sleep practices from my sleep series that you're still embracing. Until next time, sending you love through my content. Choose enlightenment that starts with sleep and how you eat. You can feel the difference today.